All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, hi Ethan, how are you?
Good, good. How you
Okay,
doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. So, Ethan, you work with Foot Locker. Does Foot Locker offer a 401k?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, but it's I think you have to be full time, and I'm only there part time.
Okay, no worries. How much do you know about 401ks?
Not much. I mean, I just know like people use it for like retirement and stuff, right?
Yes, absolutely. So typically with companies and employers, they don't really like take the time to sit down with you and talk about the 401k and how it really works, right? So
Hmm.
what I want to do today is kind of pull back the veil about the company or from the company and tell you how we operate on a back end. And I remember last time on the survey, you marked that you wanted to learn more about how to earn additional income on a part-time basis. Is that still true?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, awesome. So, Liz and I, your sister, are agents, and we sit down with clients and we help these clients in these four areas. We help them put either proper protection, we help them with their retirement, college fund, or emergency fund, and we can help them with all of these things. And what we do is we sit with them for about 30 minutes to an hour. Now, we partner with the top 85 plus companies. And these are companies that are with like Fortune 100 companies. I feel like I messed up. No, I'm just gonna keep going. And we partner with these companies to put something in place for our clients. And it's not the actual clients that pay us, but it's these companies that pay us. And they give us something called a finder's fee. Now, let's say, for example, you have a coworker at Foot Locker and he puts away $500 a month and say maybe it's like in his savings account. Now, if you were to help him put that into a better, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna, I got this. No excuses, right? Um, if he were to put that away somewhere else and you to help him, then you could get paid for every dollar that we help reallocate. You can get paid anywhere between $5 to $10. Now, that could be like 2,500 to 5,000. Now, have you ever heard of or know of anybody that left an employer or they got laid off?
Yeah, yeah, quite a
Okay.
few. Yeah.
So with these people, they typically have about $250,000 in like these retirement accounts. And basically, we would want to reallocate that. So this is like halfway through their career too. This is not even the end of their career. So for every dollar, we get paid 2 to 4%. So it could be anywhere between 5,000 to $10,000. And that's supposed to be 78 trillion, like the baby boomers have. Now, we have six requirements. There's two from the company and then four from our team. And I believe the four from our team is a lot more difficult to have than the two from the company. And so the first one from the company is a one-time 125 associate membership agreement. And so basically with this, we run a background check. And so we just want to make sure, that there's no bankruptcies or anything on your record like felonies and like, you didn't, kill somebody and have them hidden in your backyard, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is a
Oh,
license. Go for it.
I only have one person in my backyard.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh my goodness. And then the second thing is a license. So when you go to the doctor, if a doctor were to prescribe you medicine and then you find out that they're not licensed in what they're trying to prescribe you or, help you in, how much would you trust that doctor?
I wouldn't. No.
Absolutely. You wouldn't trust them. So we're kind of like financial doctors. We're going to sit down with people, go over their finances. So we want to make sure that we're licensed in what we're, practicing. Now, like I said, from the team, these are a lot more difficult to have. So, number one is integrity. You do what's right even when no one's looking. Number two is you're sick and tired. Day in and day out, you're doing the same thing. And you're just sick and tired of living the same life. And that kind of goes into the next one of you're ready to change. I believe you get what you put in. So it's like, oh my goodness, I need a prep. Uh, you're ready for change. Oh my goodness, Dennis. I can do it, but I'm like messing up so much. I'm like, I don't know if I could do
You have
it.
your script though?
No, I don't have it. Let me see.
Yeah, just put it right in front of you.
It's on my I don't know why. I wonder if I'm like
I think you're in your own head.
struggling. I think so too. Because I
Because
used to be able to do this like nothing.
hmm
Okay. Okay. And then it says sick and tired of being sick and tired, kind of self-explanatory, day in and day out. You deserve something bigger and better, and you just haven't gotten the opportunity yet. Or you're sick and tired of wake up, go to work, sit in traffic, get to work, have work, go home, and the cycle repeats again over and over. And then we're looking for someone who's ready for change. In my opinion, I believe you do. I'm two in my head.
okay.
I'm two
This
in my
is
head.
this is a safe space. So
I know. I don't know why I'm so in my head. If everything you've been doing hasn't been giving you the outcome you've expected, I really believe it's time to change things up. Would you agree?
mhm.
Now, the last thing is someone who wants a better life. Let's think about this. If nothing's changed and you remain doing the same thing for the next 5 years, how happy would you be with your lifestyle, and your income and everything of that sort? So, out of these six requirements, is there any of these that you wouldn't be able to meet today?
Um, I mean, yeah, no, I think I have everything.
Okay, awesome. The next thing is also will versus skill. So skill is something that can be taught, but will is something like who do you think will comes from?
Like your heart, right?
It comes from us, right? It's something that we can't really teach. Okay. And if I were to give you the green light, you have all of these, but if I were to give you the green light, what would you bring to the team?
Um, I mean, I'm a team player. I work really hard. Like I really try my best to apply like new information and stuff. And I love helping people too, you know. And I definitely want a better life. So, like I said, I'm open for change. I'm pretty much open-minded when it comes to, what it needs to take to change my circumstances and such.
No, absolutely. I love that. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about training. So the first way that we do training is one-on-one, kind of like the conversation we're having right now. The second one is a classroom training. Um, Typically, it's on Mondays and Wednesdays. Monday evening, you go to a series. I believe it's like only 5 classes, and then after, you don't have to attend anymore. So that's one. And then every Wednesday evening, we also have one with the CEO. And I mean, what company has a CEO training you? It's unheard of. And the last thing is field training. Just getting into the field. I feel like once you're in the field, it's a lot more than just being in the classroom. Now, we also give you 3 promises. We want to help build you a business. We want to help get you paid as quickly as possible, and then also get you promoted and get you to the top. Now, if I were to give you the green light today, is there any reason why you wouldn't hop on board today?
No, it seems like really cool stuff. I'd love to do it.
Okay. I can't believe I got in my head.
It's not done yet.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, and then like, oh, we'll need your
Yeah.
debit or credit. Or is it gonna be on a Visa or MasterCard?
Yep. There you go.
And then I AMA.
Yep. So yeah, so go back a little bit. I'm gonna give you some feedback.
Go for them.
So you know how after you do the A to C, actually you should probably do this after in between the transitions per slide. Check in, just check in. You know what I mean? Make sure that they Yeah, so like after A to C, after will and skill, right? Like right there, right before you get into just, hey, are you with me so far, right? Or everything makes sense so far, right? So before, so that way before you transition, you're just checking in. Because if they don't understand and then you keep going, you're just gonna overwhelm them and stuff, right? So that's one thing. Um, yeah, I mean the six requirements, we just say like, regarding the license, it's like, yeah, it's just the license is just a tool to get paid. So nonchalantly, just like, hey, it's just a tool you got to get paid, right? And then you use that doctor example. So then it kind of resonates. Because if you make it sound like a big deal, then it's gonna be a big deal. But if it's nonchalant, like, oh, everybody does, right? You need a license. It makes sense. So
Mhm.
I would do that. But yeah, everything else you said regarding the other four requirements, the will skill is great, right? And then yeah, the classroom training, for one-on-one classroom training, field training. On field training, I always say like, and this is something that Mark used to always say. I don't know where you got your script or anything, but he says like, I believe that 30 minutes in the real world is equivalent to 10 hours in the classroom. Right. So you say like you can pre-frame it like, so for as much as one-on-one and classroom training, as valuable as these are, we feel like the field, like 30 minutes out in the real world is really where you're going to get the most value of your training. Right? It's equal to 10 hours in the classroom, 30 minutes, right? So people, and they would always like agree with that, especially if they're like something like someone in education, stuff like that. They'll always agree, right? And then but yeah, and then again after that, um check in again, right? So, or actually before that, if you go on the will and skill page again, so you know how like you say like, yeah, this is, I always say this is another bonus requirement, like the will and skill, right? And I just say like, hey, skill is just something you can easily learn, right? If you really want to learn something, you pick up a book, you know, watch a YouTube video, do something, you can learn the skill, right? But your will, that's you, that's right here, right? I can't dictate that to you, but basically if you have enough will, you have enough skill, right? Or you can get the skill. So then you check in again. It's like, are you with me so far, right? And then, great. So look, if I gave you the green light, Tatiana, we operate like a team, right? So we want to know if we give you the green light, what would you bring to the table? You see how like you're framing it like that.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
now so instead of like, you're making them sell you on what they're doing, right? So that's for sure. Like that'll get them to flip it from like, oh, I'm being recruited to no, no, I want to be recruited. You know what I'm saying? So that's step one into getting them to think that. And then and obviously after the you're done, same thing. Just be like, hey, these are our three promises. We got to get you promoted, right? Um, and then say, look, just based on everything that we just discussed so far, does everything make sense, right? And then if I give you, and if they say yes, then you say, well, if I give you the green light, right? Um, basically just say like, is there any reason? Yeah, exactly how you said, why you wouldn't want to do this. And then if they say no, or if they say no, I don't see any reason why. It's like perfect. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't give you an opportunity here as well. So first things first, I want to make sure that we process your background check, right? That's the $125 membership agreement. Do you want to put that in the visa?
Before I put this.
Yeah, but you got it.
I mean, I've done it before, so I know I could do
Yeah,
it again. It's
yeah.
just,
I
I
think that
think I'm just in my head.
you are totally in your head. So it's all good though. I mean, it is what it is, right? So you just gotta push through it. And like I said, I think because you're older than this guy, when you the minute that camera turns on and he's on, you're gonna go in your boss mode, and then you're gonna be like, I'm 24. You're 20. I can talk. You know what I mean? You're just talking to me because I'm your upline, like this, and it's being recorded, probably. So, but yeah, I think you're gonna pull it off just fine. So,
Let me share my screen
okay,
for the AMA. I forgot where I access it.
you go to menu,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I was
and
looking for
recruiting and selling, and then recruiting tools, then yeah, that a lot. Well, if it depending on if they're she's in California, so you put WFG direct. and then see where it says how to join WFG Direct. Oh wait, is this a? Yeah, yeah, there you go. You click on that registration at WFG launch. It's actually in the link on your website too. You know,
Mhm.
when they on your website it says join WFG, that's the same link.
Okay, let me save this. I wonder if I did save this. No, I didn't. Okay, let me bookmark this. I just want to try to go through it and see. And then I would just put her code in, right?
Yeah,
And
you
his
put her code.
information.
Yeah, after the social, you put the code, and then it's gonna be like a DocuSign, if you remember.
Okay. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I just have to prep more and then
Yeah.
just not
Just
be.
do it like just do a dry run on your own, like a couple times.
Yeah,
But like I said, at the worst case, put your script there on right underneath the camera. Other than that, you're pretty good. Cool.
cool.
All right. Great job.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right, I'll see you later.